Hello there, welcome to another one. Well, this is rather a big week, isn't it? Why? Not because of Siggraph, but I had some rather good news the other day. I'm going to be a daddy again. Yeah, we found out Kat's pregnant. You know, which is great. It still hits you like 10 ton of shit, man, when you hear those words and the confirmation. Because even when you're expecting it, it's just, you know, it's a big fucking deal. Right? Now, last time when we had Kane, 3 years ago, although there was twins due out on both sides, her side and my side, we got away with it, right? Now, since all the other babies have been born in the family, both sides, not a lot, but enough, you know what I mean? Still no twins. Now, ominously, Kat's feeling lots of movement at the moment, and we think it's further on than it should be. We're not quite sure of the whys and wherefores until we have the scan. I'll keep you informed as things go on, you know what I mean? That's what excuse being under these trees, but it's currently pissing it down with rain. Well, it's drizzle, alright, I'm exaggerating. It's drizzling, and it's annoying, right? But it's also a very big week for 3D. Yep, it's Siggraph time again. As you can tell, I'm not in LA. I'm next to the number one industrial estate near Concert. Because with just buying the house and all that shit, simply there wasn't enough money to go to Siggraph this year, which I'm pissed off about because it looks like it's going to be a hell of a year. I'll fill you in on some of the rumours I've got from my various contacts in the industry. Alright? We've seen the release of the demo of Softomage's Exercise 7, which contains ice. Now, I've been using Exercise for a while, but I sort of pushed it to one side because my workflow basically changed so much towards 3D Max because it had certain tools that I really use a lot, and Exercise didn't. It didn't have a shell function and all this stuff, and it's things that I miss, right? And I'm not going to jump through bloody hoops. You know, snapping phases, you know, flipping the normals, then join this and that, and then adding loops, so I can just simply press a button in 3D Max, right? That's just one example of many. But obviously, I've still had a look at it. I haven't had a chance, to be honest, to look at ice yet. In fact, all I've done is open it up, open the demo up, that's it. I'll have a bit of a look over the next couple of days. I'm hoping to have a look tonight or tomorrow. See what I can get out of it. You've also got Pixelogic will be releasing information on ZBrush 3.5. Now I know something about what's going to be said, but I'm not going to say it. It's not a release, I can tell you that. You won't find out everything about it, but there's some rather cool stuff, right? That's all I'm going to say. But my other contacts in the industry have also told me that you will have noticed by now that Mudbox 2009 has been announced, right? Autodesk have updated the page and all this stuff, and they've said the release date is October. Well, that's not what my information says. My contact in the industry says that actually what they're planning to do is release a demo, a full public demo. So I know a couple of beta testers for Mudbox. I'm not one of them, by the way. And one of them just got the key 2 nights ago, right? So he's going to be rather pissed off when he finds out that, you know, that's the plan. Whether it comes to fruition is another thing, because I know that they did have some bugs in it, again, through my contacts. See, I might live in the back of beyond, but I do have some serious contacts in the industry. I'll look at the gloat, you know, because I know nobody else knows that. So yeah, I heard rumours of a release. If it wasn't just a full-featured demo, it was a release. But I can't confirm or deny any of that, because I don't bloody know, right? I can't confirm the veracity of those, but needless to say, something's planned, right? Of course, you'll have all sorts of other software companies releasing this, that, and the other. But to me, the biggest miss for Siggraph is going to be the networking, because, to be honest, you know, you can find out more stuff at home. Like, look, Autodesk have got a nice video on the area, a live feed that'll start in about 8 hours' time, and you know, you can see the full Autodesk thing. It's as good as being there, quote unquote. Yeah, so it's the work you get from networking, the contacts. That's what I miss this time round. But again, I'm already working my arse off, so would I actually gain anything from it? I would have asked that, you know, because it's rather expensive coming from England, and it's not as if I live in London, right? I want to get plane from here, you know, from Newcastle all the way down to London before I even start to travel to the States, and that's a lot of money. So I've got to make sure it's damn worth it each time. So I'm not looking up for somebody to pay for my fare. To be honest, you'd think after releasing 4 DVDs, a bloody book coming out, more articles than God, that somebody'd say, you know, we might have Wayne here this year. But I think it's the accent that puts them off, the fact that I'm English. Let's face it, the industry is rather American slanted. Okay? I don't mean it so nasty, it's an absolute fact. but it does mean you've got to work harder. But it also means that you end up a more rounded artist. You don't just stick in one area, and you don't say that's good enough. You'll always say, well, you know, that last model was crap. No matter how good you think it was at the time, you'll say that's crap, I can do better, because you've got to do better. But anyway, that's beside the point. So I've been doing some work on stuff I can't talk about again. This is the trouble. A lot of people don't hear of the big projects I work on. I've said it before, and it gets annoying. But I've come to terms with it a long time ago. I wish I could say, well, I'm working on this, you know, because people go, wow, that's some big projects, but I can't see a bloody thing. I can't say that on Monday I start a short bit of work on something very, very important, rather big deal. But whether you'll actually ever hear that I was attached to it is a different matter. I sometimes get paid more for keeping my gob shut, if you know what I mean. I'll have a quick look and see what the time is. It appears to have stopped raining as well. About 4 minutes. Let's go over this gate over here. That's the big electricity substation, which is probably going to play havoc with this, with the magnetic fields. Yes, I want to have a bit of mess around with ice and see what it's like. See if I can solve some of the issues I had. You'll also have noticed that I've been front page on Autodesk, the area site, not once but twice in the last 7 days. Autodesk asked, with, you know, Mudbox 2009 coming out, if I would mind if they sort of put some of my old, you know, almost archaeologically old Mudbox sort of freebies up on the air. I says, hey, look, they've been out for a couple of years. Feel free, you know. They said, oh, we're going to give front page. I said, well, no, you don't have to, you know what I mean? They're pretty old, but they've given us it not once but twice. Now, I know there's still one left. The one that's left was an old one, but the trouble is that I had a crash in the middle of it. I said, well, look, you might not want to use that one, you know, but they do seem as though they want to show that one. So we'll see. I was in two minds. Not because I use ZBrush, because at the end of the day, nobody pays me any money, right? And I've got to, you know, make what coin I can in the world. I've got to feed a family, okay? But basically because it doesn't really portray the quality of my work these days, right? But I've come to the conclusion that no matter how many hoops I jump through, I'm still going to get shit, so I might as well just do what I do. Okay? I'll see what time we've got. Oh, another 3 minutes. You can tell I'm stressed, can't you? I've had a day from hell today. Kane decided he was going to have a major sort of screaming session because he didn't sleep very well last night, because there were some kids outside till about 10:30 deciding to have screaming competitions of all things, which kept him awake, sort of put the willies up on my bed. So as a result, he didn't sleep, and when he doesn't sleep, he's a pain in the arse. But Kane's over the moon about new baby or babies. He's decided he wants a little brother or little brothers. He doesn't want a little sister, which is going to be a bit of a bugger if it turns out to be a girl now, isn't it? Now, my mother wants a girl. My dad seems to want a boy. I'm not really bothered to one way or another. Now, I can relate to a little lad much easier than I can a little girl. Didn't have any sisters, you know. So, yeah, it'd be an interesting experience, you know. So about you. Now, if anybody's thinking that means the end of Wayne like it did last time. Now, you see, last time that was a first time dad, right? This time, I've got my head around it. I know how to put the right amount of time to one side so I can still have a career. So I'm not going to disappear off the planet in sort of the start of the new year. Right, in a couple of minutes I'll wind this one up and we'll move on to the next one. Because as long as it stops, the rain keeps off, I'll wait till I get a couple of miles up the road and I'll do another one. I apologise for talking fast, but it's been a hell of a day. It really has. So, if you're at Siggraph, enjoy yourself. Somebody pick up a nice Pixologic keyring or something for us, please. I've got a mate over there at the moment, right? He's sort of incommunicado because it's nothing to do with Siggraph. It's to do with, he's a programmer and he's working over there and I can't see what on. But he's popping at Siggraph either tomorrow or the day after. Now, I bet you the git doesn't pick me a keyring up or anything like that. I bet you he doesn't, right? Phil, pick us a keyring up. Be a bit weird, wouldn't it? Checking sort of Wayne Castle, whatever the hell I'm calling them now, video blogs in the middle of Siggraph, but ain't gonna happen. I'm rattling on, but because I can't say the rest of the stuff I'm going to say in the next part, in this part, because it's too long, right? And I'll see you in the next bit, right? Make sure you watch part 2, otherwise I might as well record them for nothing, you know what I mean, right? See ya, in a second.